Asampayetia Obanyansa Fusu Bunubia Wankana Asam Tema Futu Sam Kakre wa Supeme Yo Kofi Omaya Woman
Ghana's fisheries sector contributes significantly towards the nation's economic development objectives relating to food security, employment, poverty reduction, GDP and foreign exchange earnings. However, the sector is currently faced with many challenges, and this is a great concern for stakeholders. But in order to appreciate the problems in the sector, various stakeholders were engaged in the production of this documentary to capture their perspectives and recommendations.
Fisheries is an important livelihood to Ghana. We have about 10% of Ghanaians that get their direct livelihood from fishing, and this is about 2.5 million. And all these people also have dependents. So in total, we are talking about 4 million Ghanaians who get direct and indirect benefits from fisheries. And this is very key. Also, fisheries is a source of food. So we have fish that we use to prepare food. And research has even indicated that if we want to address the issue of food insecurity, we need to look at maize and also fish. So fish is an important source of food for Ghanaians, and Ghanaians, we consume a lot of fish. We also export some of the fish that we harvest, so we get foreign exchange. And also fisheries is an important source of protein for Ghanaians, so it also nourishes us when we eat. We also have realized that for most fishing communities, fisheries is a way of life, so it's their culture. So taking fisheries away means taking their daily way of life, taking away their culture. So that is how significant fisheries is.
What is the current state of the fisheries industry?
We are in very critical times. The fisheries are going down and down and down. The harvest is not good enough. Something needs to change, and this is the time.
What then is the cause of this decline?
A lot of fishermen chasing after the little fish that is left because the sector is not regulated and there is no cap on entry. So a lot of fishermen and whoever so desires to do fishing goes into fishing, and then nobody stops him. So you can see one man making so many canoes or taking so many vessels to fish. So this has also increased the competition among fishermen to harvest. So when one fisherman realizes that a method being used by another fisherman is bringing more fish, then they go into that method. Whether it is legal or illegal, they do not mind. So this is an important issue.
Going to sea with light, I think, is a major problem because it draws up all the young fish, and when you catch fish or kill fish with the juveniles and their mothers and their grandmothers, what it means is that the following year you are not expecting to have new fish being recruited into the fishery, and it is worrying. It is for this reason that we see the fishery going down.
Today, like the couple, today DDT, today carbide, today dynamite. Na ebua na waya kitsinka up and number. Send them a bunny na for Jia. For Duma Buffalo Tempefa. I'm a from a Wobbe as Sobaban. Babo today.
Oh my woman, oh many a mama. Look
at this fish, for instance. It was caught by a net, unapproved net, the undersized mesh. If this fish had been left for a couple of months, I believe it would have been big enough for a family of 6 to enjoy it.
Ojumana warrior pina na oho yen ntitiri de dam enrubon na mfira wa tete na mo nsudu no din sunsun de pi aba onam dam kaba DDT no ne dam ne ma na ma wa baninti oma enam no yemu de no tsewa na oreto
kakra nyale mo afarefo mo benwo ye ewo ye nyebrenu mo ya nyinni enwela ye male bedem mo be fa dynamite mo be fa adremon fatala to be fa be chefele kesa la bia donzi menmo babo ngokuro mola be fa dynamite beto zan ngokuro ba na se beto be wi dodo ne ala wo kan mo be kanzurabo echi bi e ba bagwa na baba mo ha baba ho sa beto zan dynamite mo be ngokuro mo a nyamota ba ala ke o manyevrani nu abo ezo kpeja nyevran zo manyevran saki ezo afafala don o mabeko o san ka fala mo chi de bia mo obola e hele nyari mo ya nyinni anwre na ye krubi anga ya kakra babo yifrikania.
We have this illegal GS that they use for fishing. They know them, the fishermen know them. Dynamite, generator with tripod, and then a long cable showing that they are doing light fishing and all those things. They should just try and then stop using those GS so that we can all benefit.
Something like dynamite, carbide, using of lights and long cable for fishing. All of those things are not good. There is a problem on it because when you use especially dynamite for fishing, when you get a fish, it has effect with the fish. Even our mothers who smoke the fish can bear witness. When they smoke it, sometimes the fish break into pieces. The loss of money, they can't get anything. Some too have effect on their fingertips. It also causes cancer. That is the reason why this unit is being formed to protect our fisher folks.
And I'm no say company ya kwakofoba. Ya ba kwa na nenim ni afi. Igwale bubu nda nam na ato. Nso elbe fia na owo be bubu jade na dija baka. Na nam no wa asesa. Efi so igbo wi na wonsa no. Wa e de wole yeku. Nsa na adon da oda itutu so nsa na. Ada chi na asan so afi we adwuma do. Tidament nam ne dan oye nembia oya tete pa
no was the diamond na ne ka bad no was go de panama ya ho na yeska me se afo ne ye brokwa ya sound put wo ku ize yo num ka kan na mai gbo so na wo ka bi wo hwe so wo se wo num ka won talk ya ho che handa ma na nam no eh na ka
some are saying or some are claiming that some shaman use dynamite, some use DDT, some use carbide, some also even use mosquito trap for fishing, to have bumper harvest when they go for fishing. But as an organization that deals with the safety of food, we just want to sound a word of advice or caution to all the fishermen that these chemicals are not made for the use of fishing, and they have some adverse effects or they have some health implications when we use these kind of chemicals for fishing.
Kumeni amekaya wuni esa kenkreji meke last fishing okalanshe kabad ke DDT agbe chana ni ameba wo bele ni tuniji wo show mi amedo fe kwe afileji afi de nyona no wo shene kwe meke nyona ni sane wona lo wa shikwashi bia ne kotelu otewu po okalo ko me populate.
What should be done to address the issues of law enforcement of fisheries laws.
What we need to do now is basically two things. Ensure that there's sustainable enforcement of the fisheries laws, and then promote compliance of the law by the fishers. Ensuring that there's sustainable enforcement requires first the development of a participatory and comprehensive enforcement strategy that outlines the role of the various stakeholders, one including the Marine Police, the Ghana Navy, the Air Force, fisheries enforcement agencies, and other relevant stakeholders. This is quite key. The other point is engaging in extensive communication to allow stakeholders to understand and appreciate their role in fisheries enforcement and compliance, and educating and sensitizing the fisher folks so that they understand the ecological justification of the fisheries laws.
Co-management oyaza na oye papa who for jumam kai imbriba basenko 1996 na yatso aban hwema yatso co-management yes bobad onu cheda oda aban onye fafun ya yebom na yezinkita hu na ye chechen ya hu ma yetoye oda aban onye san trase na yesan ya madam committee based fisheries management committee yesan ya mabibio onu baba ma emi ma chema adwena ba so ache na adwen na ya ye kwankura de ba ye fadwuma no ma oba fere tempe fura
na ya pere aban ye de ono na amane nyina no dutum afarefo mpanyinfo te da na abofanyinfo na bensonofo titira abosufo nyina pina na yajitu dan ka ban boboa ama yetum na yetu dam ndrubon na light ejuma no ye obo nketenkete a wole kopum na okunam no na ase sende yimu de titira la rubber ebo na this America no asem no oyepa den ka oben dem na ma onyinya titira yi de nka aban otwa de dambra auto enforcement unit no oma mayen so afarefo mpanyinfo te da abofanyinfo no ye wo no oma mayen tumbi a enso se gina mpano na se rekasa ibotumi ho dampare de tumi yifri aban wo
moye kureke agane on bedoma mo enkaka fisheries commission ke obani akenje sherie bia la mo agane bega mo wo airline en la ba bia eljuma amama ni mo ba fa nyanda ne ba fa ye nyebia la ba bo ape na fari juma no kwa ba da le yagda mutim kureke agane si oja kaze no owura marine police ba won expect fisheries enforcement unit o ma ba won expect na ye bia la mo fa de etanzo ya ye nyebia juma la osaka ya oni diga mo sala e se ba bra boa am ye zi.
What we need from the fishermen, our own brother fishermen, is that since the law has come out, we plead with them to comply with the Fisheries Act and the regulation, because it will help all of us, it will help them more.
As we've been discussing, the methods involved that our fishermen use to catch their fish, we want to advise them that there is nowhere that you use chemicals to catch fish. It's a very bad practice. They should use the appropriate methods, usually the type of nets that they are supposed to use, and they should make sure that when they are going to fish, they don't go along with chemicals, say that they want to increase their catch. That's a wrong practice, because when you do that, at the end of the day, it's going to affect all of us.
Answer marine enforcement for starting here, what the light in the go was starting to here. I want to walk over China, and one light in what the call the tsunami of the banner, not to them a cannon, no weapon, no this war, no sir, the trick a couple group, I would order one years, then my first and nothing. To a mess on there, I ain't a job rubber boo, and a light to any good did to, only in a young junker, young boy, but my son boy, may I am for the minute one, and yet I walk money in iron from war.
I put down to Mizama 1 hour in there. So what park a crib, young polo, which was a 1 up and hour fan bright.
Adam walk up then wash a share. Why it could be no other watch. See that I'm not yet. Adam all over yes.
Marake, that man too. Lat fish you mother can you Jenny? Ne a wobble more and the same page money. You move up film what Yakamna Yakaji Yakayu, Yanuazo, I'm a Autaga, Yanuazo, I'm a woman said, when you feel quiet, Yanjini Aviara, may I want there.
The 1 year and 4 government artist, government artist, near quick, Nimble life,
the illegal fishing is destroying our industry. So we want the government to enforce the laws so that we shall be all free.
Asampaetia Obanyansa fuso wo munye won kana asam tema futu sam kakre wa supreme yo kofi o man ya woman o mani ya mama Geni baby ako wacha da ya wareni Bonsom wanini pa Azade pa ofioye Demo yembera ye Ebe ya efiyana Omaya umano Omaya mamana Adiwaye no ra Nyamicha da